What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, going crazy up in this mug. What is your legacy? Why did you get into health and fitness? If you're a younger guy, what do you want to be when you grow up? Are you an 18-year-old aspiring athlete with a great physique? Are you a 32-year-old established family man with a decent physique? What do you want your legacy to be? When I was in college, I didn't have much money. I worked 2 jobs. I worked selling shoes and I trained people. I worked at Big 5 Sporting Goods. I hustled. I did all I could. I trained people. You know what? I do not regret that one bit. One day a man came up to me and offered me a job as a male stripper. And I said no. There was much money in that, much more than what I was making. However, I knew that when I was older, it might come back and bite me in the ass. And I do things online, like if you look at my Snapchat, like at Marc Lobliner, I post some risque pictures, but I'm not naked. I'm not swinging my nuts in front of people's faces. And I think that's just bad. And while what I do is risque, it's not something that I'd be like, yeah, I'd tell my daughter that I'm not ashamed of it because I'm covered up and it's funny and it's tasteful. Posing for men, cam shows, G4P. I was recently linked to a popular YouTuber who is starting a G4P site. Well, he calls it cam shows, private shows. It's G4P. You're posing for money to people who are probably masturbating. And it probably leads to more. Who knows what goes on after that. And guess what? If it's on camera, it's going to be recorded and it will get out. And I saw this and it was talking about being fair, sharing profits and all this. It's not a good move, guys. If you think you're going to be like this individual who's been very fortunate despite his outlandish behavior and saying the cycles he does and all this, and I'm fine with that. Look, I like the guy. I'm personally friends with him. But I just want to, and that's just a side note, but every choice you make, and I've made some choices I regret. The other day I made a video and I meant to expose something in general, and it ended up using somebody as an example, and it looked like I was completely slamming them when my intentions when I filmed the video weren't to do that, but it came out that way. And even I saw it that way when I watched it. I'm like, holy shit, did I go off track on that one? But this one in general, before you make a decision, think about the long-term ramifications of it. And we've said it before about Kai Green's decisions, about other bodybuilders. I forgot his name, but there was a gentleman who actually was a male stripper for mostly gay individuals back in the 90s. I forgot his name, but it actually came back to bite him on the PR side. So if you want a career in fitness and you're looking at a big sponsorship beyond getting paid by dudes for them to touch you, oil you up, and potentially have sex with you, you should think about what you're doing. If you want a big sponsorship or hell, you even want to start your own company and appeal to people more than just freaks, sexual deviants, you need to think about the decisions you make. You do not want to go into G4P, essentially being a prostitute. I'm all for stripping. I'm all for all of that. But know that there is a great possibility that later on, if you reach some level of success, it will come back to haunt you. Hell, Matt Ogus popping balloons, eating Chipotle. I don't know how that's sexual. Toweling himself off, acting very provocative and kind of turned me on a little bit. But nonetheless, it's like it came back. Matt is making money within the industry. Matt's very, very good at what he does. But imagine if Matt went to become something beyond this industry. And his employer, which employers do as an employer, they will look at your social media. They will Google your name. And if his name came up, he was trying to get a job in HR, say he gets a degree, and it came up with him popping balloons and doing G4P, how do you think that would reflect on him in the interviewing process? Probably not very good. Guys, I'm a little different than a lot of these YouTubers. I speak to you as a man who's been in corporate America, as a man who deals in real world, in real business, in the internet community, and in other communities and businesses you guys don't even know about on a daily basis. I'm offering you advice from the real world. Not everybody watching this channel who's young and aspiring is going to reach the levels of success that Matt Ogus has. That'll sustain him. Matt Ogus is going to be great. He's going to be fine. He's an amazing guy. I love Matt Ogus, right? He's done some really good stuff. Okay, the gentleman who is starting the G4P thing. I mean, hey, I'm sorry, cam shows. My bad, cam shows. He's going to be just fine. He's going to be just fine. But that's a 1 in a million thing there, man. You might not be like them. And you might need to get a real fucking job. And when you go get that real job and they look up the fact that you were doing that, it will affect you. It will affect you. So call me the old guy, the experienced guy, the KG veteran. Oh, warning you young whippersnappers about what might affect your career later on. But I'm the one guy here who has been there and is there right now. And I dedicate 15 minutes a day to social media. And this is 7 of my 15 minutes today. And all I'm going to say to you guys is, please, I implore you, before you make the decision for the quick, easy buck, remember that nothing good in life comes easy. And if it does come easy, there might be some negative shit in the future that'll come bite you in the ass. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And again, if you choose to do stuff like that, that's on you, bro. I support you. It's your decision. However, please heed my advice. Please heed my warning. And please know that there's always a reaction for every action that you make. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Because showing your nuts to some perverted old guy on the internet and oiling yourself up and, that's not a game.